This is my favorite track off the album.
New Pusha T, new Pusha T, new Pusha T. In stores now, it's almost dry. Shout out to Virginia.
Good shit, good shit. We got the song.
Shout out to all the listeners on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, YouTube. Episode 107.
Oh, what's up with that? Shoulda did.
Monday. Kanye, if you need a singer, holla at me. What? Everybody go download that new Pusha T album. It's almost dry, out now on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple,
Everywhere.
SoundCloud,
Fire.
Tidal,
For
and
sure.
whatever the fuck else. Wherever else you download. Welcome world, episode 107 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. I am the brother Burnz. As always, to the left of me, I got the brother BS.
BS to the OP. You know what it be, man. Repping that LBE, rocking that MDMA all day. Today we rocking that hashtag I Blame Society.
Hashtag shout out to the brother Felix. Shout out to Blondie.
For sure.
On the check-in, we got International Blood back from church.
The king is back. Put my ashes out on these peasants.
Oh, he heard that song and got hyped. I like it.
I like the energy. Before we get into the Pusha T album, because I want to go into that album and I want to talk Pusha T and what he got going on, and the new album, a little interview he did, some subliminals that Drake threw at him on a leaked Jack Harlow song. Whether that's relevant or not, I want to talk Jack Harlow. Before we get to all that, happy birthday to the brother Twin, aka Psycho Sid, aka White Boy's head of security.
Right.
Shout out to the brother JP,
aka he'll murder everybody.
Yeah. But shout out to him, man.
Shout out to him. Love you, kid.
Yeah, mad good memories, mad good times.
Let them boys. Shout out to the twins. Happy born day, man.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to R&B songstress Kehlani. She has a new album dropping next week. Everybody be on the lookout for that.
Is she the one with all the tats?
The one with all the tattoos. Yes.
Yeah, she's beauty.
She it wasn't her last album, but the album before that. Damn, let me see real quick, because that was a really good album.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. The last album was cool. It wasn't to me as good as the album I'm looking for right now.
And shouts to her for inspiring Party Next Door's best album. For sure.
That's a dope group. Wasn't she dating YG?
They're not a group.
Right? Kehlani?
I don't know. YG? No, she was dating I think she dated Kyrie Irving back in the day. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
While We Wait was the album, 2019. My favorite Kehlani album. But she's got a new album coming out. It's called Blue Water Road, dropping next week. So shout out to that and shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
R.I.P. to the legend, New York legend, graffiti legend, DJ legend,
overall
hood
hip-hop,
legend, hip-hop legend, jail legend. K Slay.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Big
R.I.P.
loss to hip hop. Tragic, you know. What's it called? The post effects of COVID. So sad day for New York. Sad day for hip hop.
For sure, man.
Yo,
That's fucked up.
His tenure goes all the way back to the Wild Style days, man, when he was Dez.
That's what I mean. Hip hop legend, man.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. And when you see the throwback pictures of him as not as Dez, but when he was young and doing his graffiti, like yo, he looks so different. It's bugged out.
But it's still him. You can tell it's still him.
No, absolutely. It's just a young him.
Yeah.
And,
shit,
you know, I'm just used to seeing K Slade. Like
the older version of K
you
Slade.
know, bigger dude, beard,
the man K Slade.
And he's always looked the same. He's looked the same for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So to see the young version of him all slim and, you know, like acrobatically doing his graffiti and shit.
That's dope. That's awesome.
Yeah, and that goes to show like he's been involved in hip hop in the culture for so many decades.
Not only hip hop, not only music, not only rap music, but hip hop, the culture.
And it sucks that we lost him because I don't like. There's nobody really doing what he was doing in that lane of like New York street hip hop,
and breaking new artists
and breaking those artists like that, like in that.
I wonder who's gonna take that torch.
I don't think anybody could take it. I don't know if anybody's as respected on a street level. And you know the focus on the jail.
Yeah, very intimidating dude, yo. I seen him one time in Edgewater, New Jersey. In Edgewater, New Jersey, and I was shook to even say what's up. I was kept it moving. Like, gave him the head nod and kept it moving.
Oh, shit.
So,
Edgewater?
Pointless story. R.I.P. K Slade, man.
Yeah,
also, shout out to the West.
Like you get fucking set on, my nigga.
Damn, I have a clip. I've been saving it for Blood. I don't think you can hear it on the mic. I'm gonna send it to Brother F so he could like splice it in.
Yeah.
Bet.
Damn. This is for Bloodshot right here.
That's rest in peace to the Drama King, though.
For sure.
That hood, bro. That shit crazy.
Oh, you can't hear it. I'm gonna send it though. But
you could hear it.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can.
I'll have F splice it in. R.I.P. K Slade. R.I.P. the West Coast legendary producer and also rapper Shock G. We lost him a year ago today. Underrated producer, underrated frontman for the Digital Underground.
Nah, but he was a charismatic.
He was a character, but I think sometimes the character overshadowed his talent. And people didn't really give him the props that he should have had. And also, he was just a wise individual. Like, if you ever catch any of his interviews and him just talking, Shock G, super dope, man. So rest in peace to him. Today, April 24th, is National New Kids on the Block Day. So shout out to the New Kids on the Block. I know y'all suckers grew up with some NKOTB playing.
I'll tell you like this. The only memory I have of the New Kids, I didn't like the New Kids. I didn't listen to the music, but I remember their video was everywhere. That song that you were just singing,
The Right Stuff.
The Right Stuff. There you go. And I remember Jordan had the fucking Jordan 3s, the cement Jordan 3s.
Knight. Shout out to Jordan.
Yeah. He had the Jordan 3s, and I was like, oh, I want those so bad.
I don't know. I fucked with NKOTB, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I had the tapes.
That's dope. I mean, nobody's knocking on it.
I probably had the videos.
You just foodie.
I saw the cartoon.
I saw the cartoon.
I sang along. Shout out to them, man. That was part of our childhood.
That was a dope 80s throwback and shit right there.
And I feel like they originated the white boy band.
They did.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't
it
remember any before them.
Was the same dude?
No, not really. But
who was before them?
The Beatles.
No. We're talking about like
they were the same age. They were like 18 years old when they came here.
Nah, but that's not what he means.
But I don't think they were intentionally.
He's talking about the white boy. What's that shit called? Like the boy bands.
Yeah, like the boy bands.
They were a band and they were boys. Nigga.
But I don't
But the Beatles were the
Beatles were musicians. The Beatles were an actual like.
London. They're not from the U.S.
But that's what
I consider the Beatles more rock band.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
right, you're right.
Were they a pop band?
Who?
The Beatles.
Of course.
Was that their intention?
Huh?
Nah, they became pop after a while, but they were a rock band, just like Burnz said.
They were, but they became pop. They were the popular culture at one point. They were it.
Yeah, I guess.
But they were.
No, whatever. Yeah.
We're talking about like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all that bullshit.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
More
but
so, less talented white boys.
Less talented, more dancey manager. Yeah.
Yeah, like they probably didn't write no songs. They damn sure ain't played no
The
instrument.
manager got 90% of the royalties and everything.
That kind of boy
and all
band.
that shit.
One thing I will give them is that that birthed like the whole Marky Mark, Mark Wahlberg whole career. You feel me? So him being related to Donnie, I guess like that blew him up. You feel me? So without them, we wouldn't have Mark Wahlberg, who gone out to do classic shit and put on for the culture as well.
Allegedly also a racist, but whatever.
Really?
Damn, I didn't know you held him to such a high respect.
Yeah, supposedly he went to jail as a juvenile for like beating up black people.
Yeah.
And then he tried to get it expunged from his record.
Yeah, I remember hearing about
and
that.
That's some real boss shit.
And then he did some rap music and got down with the Funky Bunch and talked about taking a walk on the wild side, which was a song I actually liked.
This guy likes all the whack shit. I'm not saying that
Bludshot.
he put on. I'm not saying that he put on for the culture with that music that he was putting out, but like him, like doing, for example, shows like Entourage, and like they would put people on like Saigon on the show, and like he would put Mobb Deep music and shit like that, like.
I get it.
That's a little head nod.
I got it. Even with his music, like he was a white boy doing rap at a time that rap wasn't yet the dominant culture. So he helped in the crossover of it. It just, he wasn't a great rapper per se.
Nah, he was pretty terrible actually.
But I did like that song, "Take a Walk on the Wild Side," but it was because of the sample, the same sample. Tribe Called Quest.
The Lou Reed sample.
But shout out to New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block, the original point.
Today
from Boston,
April 24th.
Oh shit! Today is New Kids on the Block Day. Nice.
Yes, national. It should be.
I was gonna say national.
National. Man.
That's insane.
It should be international.
Yeah, because they were an international sensation. Like they went all over the world and shit. They
had dolls, bro, like Barbies.
Yeah.
I know you had.
Oh yeah, this guy had them all.
Good times. No, I didn't have the dolls.
He called them action figures, though.
Mm-hmm. They're action figures, Dad. And
if they're fighting and wrestling each other, they're in action. Nigga.
And D-Nab was like, "Get out of here with that fucking gay shit."
Hey yo. Mighty
God.
What else? What was it you were saying about Illmatic and Tribe? They got inducted into the
3 albums actually were inducted. Well, not inducted. They were saved into the Library of Congress.
So what does that mean again?
They're now like National Archives. You know what I'm saying?
No kidding.
They're part of like the American fabric. You know what I'm saying? Like if shit ever were to go down where it was an extinction level event and like they had to hide, the Library of Congress would be one of those things, like that list, that registry.
To like preserve the
the art
culture.
Yeah, the culture, the
America.
art. Yeah, well, what humans created.
That's pretty dope.
You know what I'm saying? So
but only in America.
Yeah, this is for America.
That's dope.
Because they're American artists.
That's high praise and high distinction.
Yeah, so the latest 3 albums that were inducted into saved into the Library of Congress are The Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest, 36 Chambers by one of our favorites, Wu-Tang, and Illmatic by Nas. I'm surprised Illmatic by Nas has not been in there already, but it is. It's also got other great albums in there. Jay-Z's Blueprint, one of your favorites. The Chronic by Dr. Dre, of course, has got to be in there. You know what I'm saying? The Miseducation.
Well,
you know what I mean? Straight Outta Compton.
Do you know what was the first hip hop album to go on?
I'm getting to it. Like I said, The Miseducation, Straight Outta Compton. You know what I'm saying? By NWA. Raising Hell by Run DMC. I believe that would be the first one. You have 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul, which is a dope album. Y'all gotta go listen to that. Fear of a Black Planet. I believe I think Raising Hell came out before Fear of Black Planet.
Yeah, but what went in first?
Yeah, true. That I don't know. And that was it. And that's the list right there.
So you don't know what went in first?
No, I don't know.
It would probably be Public Enemy, I would think.
Yeah, it would probably be Public Enemy.
No, they don't necessarily have to put them in the order they came out. It depends on.
Yeah, true. I don't know exactly because these three albums that came out basically came out at the same time.
Those are good albums, though. All those albums you named were like landmark albums.
Well, those are just hip hop albums.
I know.
You know, I didn't name other actual genres. You know what I'm saying? Just hip hop.
I just want to know the acknowledgement of hip hop on that congressional level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
and they're all monumental albums.
Man,
like
what's the word? It's like I know there's people who didn't want them in there. So to see them in there is like aha.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's I'm sorry, Blood. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's literal art. Like listen to Illmatic, it's art.
Yeah, but there's still people with antiquated ideologies that wouldn't give rap a chance regardless. They wouldn't. Just because it's rap, they're gonna be like, no.
That's because they're uncreative, unimaginative, fucking morons.
Yeah, but they're in positions of power.
Yeah, fuck
so. But so the fact that they got in anyway was dope to me because it's like, oh man, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
And definitely, like I said, landmark albums that mark a certain time period.
Yeah, all three of those albums.
All of them. All the ones you named.
All of them, yes, but
were important to
the latest three entries though are from the golden era. Like the prime era of the golden era. You know what I'm saying? You have Low End Theory, Illmatic, and 36 Chambers. They're all basically from the same time.
Yeah, and they all dropped reasonably
close, right? Yeah.
Shout out to the Wu-Tang and to Nas. They just announced a concert, New York State of Mind tour.
Yeah.
It'll be in Newark, September 13th at the Prudential Center. Get your tickets. Nas, go ahead and throw me some backstage passes. DM me. You know what time it is. You the GOAT.
You know what time it is. Try to get that interview.
You gonna tuck your rock chain in or?
Oh, good shit.
Shut up, man. Damn, trying to get us some backstage passes, bruh.
Now all of a sudden it's us trying to get us.
The GOAT, baby.
I'm the one that's always on the one that's always voting for Nas. So fuck you. I'm gonna interview Nas.
Damn, they should throw Tribe on there. That shit would be dope. Like all three that just got inducted to the
But
Library
do you think Tribe tours without Fife still?
That'd be tough.
I wonder.
Like they would have to get Jerobi to fill in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Jerobi's a chef. I don't know if he's
true indeed
willing to do that. But shout out to rest in peace to Fife.
To do like five
R.I.P.
verses.
This fucking nigga with the big teeth, bro.
Oh, Consequence.
Yeah.
Yo, I was thinking the same thing. Yo, fool.
Because he's down with them.
Yeah. He did a whole album with him.
Yeah. So it would make sense, but it would just be like corny. Like he's not Fife, bro.
Nah,
you know, Fife, not to say was the most energetic and like most stage presence.
But he was Fife.
But he was Fife,
right?
You know, and he was cool and shit. Consequence, nah, man, fuck Consequence. I got beef with Consequence because he had beef with my dude Joe Budden and shit, and we hold beef to the death around here.
Oh, to the death.
Oh shit.
That's how we go.
Yo, don't bring Killer Queens out.
Who was I beefing with? Oh, Kid Cudi. Yeah, fuck Kid Cudi too, bro. He want to talk about he not working with Ye no more.
We not friends.
Fuck you.
He said we not friends.
This ain't third grade. We not friends, nigga.
He literally
Go ahead
said
and drop your bullshit independent album without Ye and see what happens.
That nigga gonna slap you with his purse, man.
And then paint the nails.
Word.
While we're at it, man, Lil Dicky, fuck out of here.
Damn, everybody gets
came out of left field.
No, because it's on my list here.
He's catching a stray.
Because I wrote Jack Harlow, then I wrote fuck Jack Harlow and Lil Dicky.
Damn, okay, so fuck Lil Dicky. Why Lil Dicky?
Because I don't like, first of all, I don't like his face. Second of all, I don't like, I'm a little racist, bro, in hip hop culture. Okay. So I'm not quick to accept white boys into hip hop culture. I don't give a fuck. And I don't think Lil Dicky's like
acceptable
cool or nice or dope. Yeah.
No.
I don't think he could rap And I definitely don't think he could rap better than me. So if you can't rap better than me, fuck out of here. And same thing goes for Jack Harlow, bro.
Oh, so you should battle Lil Dicky then.
I'll battle him right now. I'm Big Dicky.
Oh, Dicky.
You feel me? And
That's
then
what
Jack
I'm talking
Harlow. I don't know, like
damn, yeah. What's up with Jack Harlow, yo?
same rules apply. Goofy ass white boy,
Uh-huh.
accepted into hip hop with minimal talent, and often white boys. Eminem might be the exception, but it's the same with basketball, bro. A person of color can go down the lane, do a 360 dunk between the legs, and people gonna be like, oh, and then a white boy could come and do a 360 dunk, and people gonna be like, ah, not even between the legs, just you know what I mean, like half as good, and get 3 times the praise just because they're white in a
because they're not expected to do it.
Yeah, fuck out of here. That shit's trash, bro.
I get it. I understand what you're saying.
In comparison, you get props, but in like, and also I'm a hater, so
yeah, you're on some real shit today.
I think I'm nicer than them, and the fact that they're more popular than me bothers me.
Okay, so you're nicer than Jack Harlow and Lil Dicky.
100%.
So Big Dicky is better than Lil Dicky, and Whack Harlow is better than Jack Harlow.
Both of them.
Little puss boy. Nah, I kind of get where you're coming from, but I just feel like I feel the same way when you say like, a black man comes and does something, and then the white man comes and everybody's like, like, yo, fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, we've been doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I will give the rapper like Eminem props because he's been doing it for years. And
right.
You know, he was raised in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I said he's the exception, because he's actually nice.
Yeah, and people like, like LP, you feel me? There's heavy white rappers that are no joke. You feel me? That are underground, that are no joke. But
yeah, I'm more so talking
Dicky,
of the undeserving, like a Little Pump, Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
First of all, if your name got Little in it, it's like you're already off to a bad.
Yeah, you lost mad points right there.
Yeah.
Like Little Dicky, I feel like he does it to be more satirical and funny, which I don't like.
That's another thing. He's a comedy rapper, and I'm like not super into that.
You think he's like the Weird Al Yankovic of rap?
Yes. Right. And I was a fan of Weird Al.
Were you really? You like the fat and all that shit?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
That shit was at a time of like creativity and shit. Now it's just like, I don't know.
You've seen it already. That's why.
You're retreading something, taking something somebody's done.
When Weird Al did it, it was fresh. It was new.
Yeah. So I don't know.
With Little Dicky,
I don't like that they get so easily accepted.
Yeah, and I feel like he's kind of like exposing the culture and taking advantage of it by being satirical. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but he's kind of like making fun of us and still becoming successful from it at the same time.
Right. He's profiting off mocking the culture.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, fuck out of here.
So that's whack. That's
I was gonna have like another take, because when you said Jack Harlow, I don't feel like Jack Harlow falls in that same category. He has a few hits, and although you could say, hey, he's a corny white boy.
And you know what's funny? He's probably cool as ice.
Yeah.
And probably if I meet him, he'll show me love, and I'll be like, oh, this guy's dude.
Yeah, and you'll feel like a dick afterwards.
But right now, nigga corny, bro, with his curly hair and shit. Fuck out of here, my man.
You gotta give
my
props
hair
where
should
props
be curly
too.
too.
You're an idiot. You gotta give props where props is due. So if
you do, but I'm a hater.
Yeah.
You know who I think too? Overrated white rapper, really pretty trash.
Who?
Mac Miller.
Yo, that was gonna be my take. I was gonna say that, like, he's not trash though.
Rest in peace.
He just, you could consider him a corny white boy. You feel me? Like,
but I thought he was trash too. I thought his raps were mediocre, and the white aspect and the dead aspect is again, death seems to multiply talent, and I don't agree with that shit. You're not nicer because you're dead.
I've heard shit that he put out that's dope though. I will see that. I'm like, oh shit, and not to Mac Miller.
No, possible. I haven't heard his entire catalog. You know, like I said, even the wackest artist got a song I'm gonna like.
Yeah.
But overall, you know, he gets goated a lot. And
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about goated,
but then again, an artist like Kendrick gets goated, and I don't really like Kendrick.
Right.
Minus that one.
I think it's too early. Yeah, I think it's too early to go Kendrick too.
But he's got a new album dropping, so.
What you think about that, man? I know you're not the greatest.
No.
You didn't like. You said you didn't listen to Damn.
I didn't listen.
I fuck with Damn.
I didn't listen
yo.
to Pimp a Butterfly.
I listened to that one too. I think Damn was better than that.
Damn was probably a good album. I hold.
Damn was a real.
I don't fuck with Kendrick for personal reasons, bro. Kendrick has a song on the Damn album that triggers me.
Okay.
That doesn't allow me to enjoy his music. But that Good Kid, Mad City album, I still
that is a great album
because that memory is not associated with anything triggering, and I think it's like a 5 mic album personally.
It's a dope album. It's a very dope album. Which one is your favorite Kendrick album, Blood?
Good Kid, Mad City, absolutely. But I thought Damn was a hell of a good album.
One day I might listen to it. It's probably a good album.
Damn is dope. I fuck with it.
And it's not that he's whack. I don't think he's whack because he could rap. Sometimes his vocal tones can be annoying because he drifts into that high pitch alien rap.
The vocal inflections.
Yeah, but I mean the kid can really rap, you know.
Yeah. He's dope.
So he's got a new album dropping.
It's that whole Mac Miller shit. It's like, you know, he's not the dopest rapper, but he got some shit that, you know, will fucking grab your attention and shit. Like, oh, okay.
No, I mean, I would say he's 1,000 times better than Mac.
No, yeah. No, I'm just saying in terms of likability, or I'm not exactly knowing how I want to convey this, but he's not the greatest rapper to me. Kendrick is not, but he got songs that I'm like, damn, he fucking got that.
Oh yeah. No, he got songs that he fucking rips, bro.
Yeah, he does.
He's up there in that trinity right now with Drake and J. Cole.
Yeah, he's up there. He gets goated a lot.
Goats.
Yeah, he gets goated.
I think Gilly, was it, or Royce? Somebody said that J. Cole should be the automatic front runner in that conversation because not only has he excelled as a rapper, he's also excelled as an executive and has artists who have succeeded, making him the GOAT of the three.
True indeed. Yeah, because Dream will.
What you're talking about, though, you know, I always when I think GOAT, I think musically, and that's it. Business and everything else has nothing to do with it.
But if you think about it, musically, he's also been the most consistent.
No, absolutely. That's why I think of the three. He is. Yeah. Well,
all right. So let's say there's hypothetically in your brain, there's a tie, a 3-way tie, right? Musically.
Yeah.
What would then break the tie? Wouldn't it be business or executive or?
It would probably be album, like who has the most close to 5 mics. In terms of album,
I think if we're talking them three,
it would be J. Cole.
Well, Kendrick to me has the 5 mic album with Good Kid.
Okay,
I don't know if Cole has a,
but he just has the one though. In your opinion,
in my opinion,
right? So what about Drake?
I don't think he has a 5 mic album. Exactly. I don't think he has a complete album.
Okay, what about you, Blood?
Always have skips. He also he bloats his albums. He puts too many songs on it. Drake.
Yeah.
He should trim his albums and drop like a 12 joint album, and he'd be more likely to get closer to a 5 micer.
Of the 3, to me, it's J. Cole.
Yeah.
Although Drake has a lot of things that make him a front runner, and so does Kendrick. Drake has a lot of singles and a lot of #1 hits and a lot of music that I fuck with. But he got some shit that makes him fall off. And then Kendrick got, like we said, the 5 mic album in Good Kid, Mad City. And a lot of hits, too, beyond that. But his rap style, I don't fuck with as much as I fuck with J. Cole. And then J. Cole, I think, wins just off of strength of longevity, creativity, and I also dig the fact that he's a producer, even though it has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But I dig the fact that he's a producer.
Yeah, I think it. In my opinion, I think it does have something to do with it. Because if the argument is GOAT, you know, I know you said when you debate this or when you talk about it, it's strictly the music. But when I think of it, I try to encompass everything,
right?
You know, so the business is included. J. Cole being a producer and the other two not is included. So if it's like greatest of all time, I guess I'm looking more like artist or not just greatest rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I think Cole also wins. But you said Cole has the closest to 5 Mike albums. What album do you think is?
No. I said Kendrick.
Oh, Kendrick. Okay.
You know, yeah.
Do you give him 5 mics?
Good Kid, Mad City.
5 mics?
5. Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. When I first heard it out, I went crazy. And I don't, you know, I have to hear the album the first time, I think, and be like, yo, this shit is yes.
Yeah.
You know, if it takes me a while to warm up to it, I might go up as high as a 4.5. But I first heard Good Kid, Mad City, and I was like, this shit is crazy. And I didn't even like Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's a dope album. Like,
it's a project.
Yeah,
it's a story.
It's a story, and it flows, and the songs. Yo, that's a fucking dope album, bro.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
All the skits.
I forgot. Also,
made me laugh and shit. Dope.
Kendrick also executive produced the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yes,
and I thought that was dope. I thought they got that off. I listened to that project.
Yeah,
he was an EP. No shit.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah. Speaking of Drake, though, he recently dropped some subliminal bars at King Push on a song that leaked, Jack Harlow featuring y'all does like.
First of all, your boy Jack Harlow's getting Drake features.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, right?
Yo, that's what I was gonna say. Jack Harlow got a couple of songs that are like big, man. That are straight up viral shit, sensations. Like, you know, these songs are gonna be hits for mad long.
But
that's what you know. I'll give to him.
Can he rap? Can he rap better?
I haven't really heard him. You know, like I had to like sit down and listen to like Jack Harlow freestyles or.
You think he rap better than me?
I think anybody could rap better than me.
Oh, what a hater!
Home
Yo,
team,
sold you out.
The
sold
lady
you out,
at the
son.
Macy's counter could rap better than you, my nigga. She rap presents all day. Oh, nah.
Christmas is
you
her
the,
time to
you
shine.
You the man. You the man.
Good looks. Do you think it matters, or like, how do y'all feel about Drake dropping subs at Push now? You know, so late after the battle supposedly got squashed and concluded. And have any of y'all gotten to see Push's reaction to these bars?
Go ahead, Blood. You can say what you were going to say.
Well, Push just dropped the album, so
yes. Push just dropped an album, and we're going to get to that. But before the album dropped, the Drake dropped, and then Push dropped an interview where he spoke.
Well, you know,
about
he you know, he most likely knew that the album was going to drop, so I think it's perfect timing. I think it's fuck it, let's go. Why not? You know, it's good for the culture. It's good for rap. Fuck all that friendly shit, man.
But do you think it's like
Good.
Like Push killed him, in my opinion. So it's like if you fuck a nigga up and you know you knock him out and then you walk away and then 10 minutes later he gets up like, come on, man, bring it, round 2.
Yeah, this is the rematch. Nah, fool.
And you're like, yo, but I just murdered.
My thing is this too. Didn't Jay Prince come out and say, "Oh no, we don't tussle with pigs and
with ants,
whatever," and all this bullshit? Come on, man. And now you coming out with subs? Yo, that's mad fucking corny to me, bro. Like you're being a fucking cornball at this point.
Okay,
and you asking for fucking Pusha to now come at you again on some real shit and then really fucking stick the fork in you.
Yeah.
And then really nobody.
I don't like it.
The people that do respect you now
like
will no longer respect you anymore after that. You understand what I'm saying?
I think in hip hop, time is relative, so it doesn't matter who won a battle when. I think fuck it. If you feel a certain way, get that shit off your chest.
I guess. Yeah.
That's it.
I guess
That's your boy Drizzy.
It's just like, yo, you can't. I don't know, man. It'll take a lot for Drake to turn the tide and like win the round 2 of the battle, because round 1 was pretty decisive victory.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, although it's Push that's dropping the album, it reminds me of when 50 used to drop an album, and like right before the album dropped, he would diss whoever or diss everybody and go crazy. And you'd be like, yo, this nigga, like, yo, he's just doing that shit for, you know, to create the buzz and whatever. But it was still dope. It was still like, yo, you heard this, yo. This
That was part of 50's like MO though.
His aura.
Yeah,
you know,
you expected him to diss somebody before his album dropped.
Exactly.
That was
so
part of the
although
rollout.
so although you'd be like, it's a little corny, and still be like, damn, oh shit.
But he'd be the one dissing. So
Yeah.
it's not like Pusha came out dissing. So it's a little weird that Drake would do that and kind of create more buzz for the Push album.
What I think is this. I think that Drake knew about, obviously, the Pusha album dropping soon. So he was like, let me get on this wave. So let me mention, because everybody knows they got history.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just a fucking free jab or whatever. Everybody knows that they both have history. So he's like, let me get on this wave. I'm going to throw a fucking fake a shot out there and see what happens.
But why bait the bear and shit?
Because he feels he could do it, but he doesn't realize that this guy can fuck with him and fucking end this shit.
I don't know.
Hey, he want to get it off his chest.
Yeah.
Is it on the First Class shit? Is it on the Jack Harlow First Class?
I don't know the song. It might be. I don't know.
Because if it's on that track is everywhere. So if that shit go viral, like, you know, Drake just got another notch in his belt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
But the new Pusha did drop. It's called It's Almost Dry. 50% produced by Kanye and 50% produced by the Neptune. It's got features Kanye, features Kid Cudi. There's a song with Lil Uzi Vert.
Got a Jigga feature.
Features Jay-Z. Also features Malice on the last song with Leviathan, I believe is it another feature? Labyrinth. Yeah. That's a dope song.
Definitely. Pray for you.
You heard it, right, VS? You heard the album?
Absolutely.
I heard the album. Blood has not yet heard the album. Correct?
Well, I previewed it quickly, so I can't say that I really heard it, but I did preview it. He got a couple of dope songs on it.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple dope songs. So let me ask VS, as a Push fan, where do you think this album ranks in the discography?
In the discography, I'll be honest, my favorite is Daytona still. Daytona's still my favorite. Daytona's amazing. This is really like getting close to being Daytona like 2.0. Okay. It's along the same veins. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of personal, but at the same time still the same Pusha luxury rap, you know, Pusha Coke luxury rap and shit that we're all accustomed to. And not for nothing, he's been able to keep doing this for how many years now and still make it fresh. Still sound fresh. Still sound dope at it. Not sound dated. Not sound like the old dude doing this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, he did it with Daytona and proved everybody that he could still do it. And now he did it again, and he did it twice in a row. It's like the repeat, like fucking Kobe and Shaq and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like one of the fucking Jordan shits, you know, back to back. He about to do another one back to back to back. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. Like, he's up there, man. This guy, he's one of those rappers that proves that you can still get better as you get older. Like, even though rap is considered like a young man's game and shit, you know what I mean? Like,
which is weird because rap, like, you should get better as you get older, as you experience more life, and as you learn more lessons, and as whatever, you know, you grow and your surroundings grow and shit like that. I think that was one of the things that was missing from this album.
No, he actually talks like shit like that. Like, he tries to put people onto how to properly pronounce shit and shit. It's funny,
yeah,
yo.
I get that, but he didn't delve into like fatherhood.
True.
He didn't delve into marriage. Not that he's expected to, you know.
He briefly covered it, but not. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But,
like, yeah,
I like this album.
yeah.
I
Did you like Daytona better?
I liked Daytona better, but I like My Name Is My Name the best.
Yeah.
I think My Name Is My Name was like his Illmatic.
So this is the trilogy
where he
then.
worked with outside producers, outside of Gay and Neptune, and he had more like a variety of songs.
But keep it real, the best songs were the Ye and Neptune songs.
Yeah. Yes and no. I don't think they did the Chris Brown song that I really like.
Yeah, no, that was Swizz.
So
okay.
And Daytona was cool, but Daytona was like, it didn't have that variety of My Name Is My Name. It was very, first of all, it was all Kanye.
Yeah.
So it was all Kanye. It was pretty much all Coke rap, and then the Drake diss. And then this one is pretty much, all Coke rap.
Nah, but still, on Daytona, you had Santeria. That was a fucking dope song. The way it broke up into two and shit.
Yeah, no, I love Daytona.
You know what I mean? Like, that was an incredible album, man. And like you said, My Name Is My Name.
My Name Is My Name. It starts off dope. And it starts off doper than both Daytona and this album, to me. The way it starts. And that plays a major part into like wanting to experience the rest of the album. This album, I didn't like the first song as the first song. You know what I mean? It didn't pack the punch that I thought
I actually did.
First song should pack.
Binghamton? No, not the Binghamton.
That's the first song?
No, it's the Barkington or something like that. Barlington or.
But I don't know.
No, I like that song. That song is dope, yo. That song
it's
is
a dope
listen
song,
to it. You
but
really
it
gotta
shouldn't
listen
be
to
the
it.
first song.
I think so. You know why? Because I understand what you're saying, and it's not that song. It's not that song to like hit you in the face.
Start the album.
But it's very. How could I put it?
It builds to something.
It creeps, yo. I think it creeps, and I think it draws you in and shit. You know what I mean? And then he hits you with the second song.
Maybe the second song should have been first. I don't know.
All right. So.
For some reason on this album, also like I can really hear the Mace influence. I know on My Name Is My Name, he had the song where he very clearly, purposely, intentionally sounded like Mace. So I get that. Like, all right, you aimed to do that, so it was a conscious decision. Yeah. But on this album, there's certain songs that he just sounds like Mace, and I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just like
it's just what it is.
Mace probably he fucked with Mace, and
Mace is an influence, a natural influence on him.
And then he has a song that he does a slick Rick flow. That's purpose, that's intentional. Yeah. And he rips it. He got that off.
Yeah.
But the Mace thing, it didn't it kind of, I don't want to say it bothered me, but it was noticeable to me. And it was a little weird.
Yeah.
But still dope, but just a little weird.
What about Blood? Where's Blood at?
You're probably trying to get more commercial appeal out of his flow pattern to where, the song...
Yeah, but he's still rapping coke. So there's only so much commercial appeal you can get.
Exactly.
I just mean the rap style itself. You know what I'm saying?
And not only that commercial flow was commercial flow back in the 90s, not now.
Yeah.
I don't
think there's a very commercial song on the album.
No.
I don't think there's an attempt at commercial.
No.
And then the singles, Diet Coke, that's a dope song, but it's not like radio friendly.
No, God no.
The J
I
song
think he's
either.
beyond that. I think he's beyond that.
Yeah. I don't think he's aiming for radio.
No.
But I don't think he was aiming for radio on My Name Is My Name, but he managed to make radio songs that could be played on the radio.
Well, he did get radio play with the Chris Brown shit with the Sweet Serenade.
And okay, yes, that was it. And then the other song was the Mace sound alone, the one that had Kelly Rowland.
Right, yeah. What the hell was the name of that one?
I thought well, I like both of them songs.
Yeah.
Before off air, we were having a conversation on coke rap. So Blood was kind of saying that Push is not even the best coke rapper.
I think he
not
is.
me. I think Push is overrated. Keep it real.
That's interesting. I think Push is underrated.
Yeah.
I think Push sometimes gets forgotten about, like when people want to talk top 5 or top 10. I think
because he
they
doesn't
breeze
fall
over
top 5 or top 10. Nah, and you know what's funny? You would say he's underrated. There's a lot of that. He has a big following. Like a lot of people fuck with Pusha. And I give him props for what he does and what he's been doing over the years and managed to stay relevant. I think he's overrated for what and how he raps.
All right, so you provided me with a list of 5 rappers that you think are better coke rappers than Pusha T.
Yeah, you asked me and I came up with it, off
very
rip,
quickly. So let's see that list. Top 5 coke rappers that are better than Pusha T.
All right, you want me to name them?
Yes.
Top 5
coke rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said Jadakiss, Jay-Z, Jeezy, Fab, and Conway. And that's without even breaking a sweat. I didn't even really think about it. You feel me?
Now,
I don't really consider Fabulous a coke rapper, but he does.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he does have a lot of coke raps, though.
But you think his coke raps are better than Pusha's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like his style,
I'm
Pusha.
surprised you didn't say Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Rick Ross.
Okay, see, Ross makes more sense to me than Fab.
Yeah.
Jigga makes sense. I'll give you Jigga for sure. Yeah. Jeezy makes sense. I wouldn't necessarily say he's a better rapper.
He's terrible.
A better coke rapper. Cause there's a difference too.
Yeah.
Like
there's a difference. Yeah.
Jay-Z's a better rapper than Pusha T. Like easily.
Yeah.
Easy.
But
yeah.
coke rap, he's a better rapper by a smaller margin.
Yeah. Yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're breaking it down very well.
Jeezy to me is nowhere near as good a rapper as Pusha, but coke rap, they're very close. Because Jeezy, although he don't rap as good as Push, he like gives you this feeling of like you in the trap and it smells
which
like
is why
crack.
I said it.
Yeah.
Which is why I said
it smells like crack.
Yeah, Ross. I put up there too because Ross has a way of. I just like how Ross raps and his penchant for putting words.
I got a
together.
question though. Now, after all, how long has Ross been out already?
Since
maybe about
how many years you think?
I'd say the early 2000s.
All right, how many years you think? How many years and albums you think he's been rapping now? At least how many years? Over 10, right?
Yeah, over 10.
Yeah.
Okay, it's over 10 years. You don't think it's repetitive at all?
Well, it depends.
You don't think Push is repetitive?
Exactly.
Though?
Wouldn't that same rule apply to Push?
No, because he like I said, he's able to sound like fresh. He's able to sound fresh. There's nothing that Ross is doing that sounds so much more. That's doing.
Bro, Pusha, you can put a song from Pusha's new album and be like, damn, this shit could have came out on Hell Have No Fury.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. Like,
I gotta kind of agree with that.
You think so?
Especially
he always sounds the same. It's the same Jadakiss conversation that we have. That y'all say, yo, he's never changed. He's never broken out of that box. But at least Jadakiss got a commercial hit here and there. You feel me?
Yes. To agree with Blood, and to give a hot take, I like Push least when he raps on Neptune's beats because they all be sounding not the same, not exactly the same, but they all be in the same vein. And minus like grinding, they have a handful of songs that are super dope.
My favorite,
but I don't like when they.
I'll tell you like this: my favorite and one of my best examples of Push being a dope rapper is on a Neptune's beat. It's on the song "Snitch." On My Name Is My Name. It's the last song on the album.
Sorry, nigga. Yeah, that's a fire song.
What? Listen to the way he puts everything together, and then the beat, the Neptune's beat, is dope as fuck. Like the way it builds.
Not that their beats be
no. I know what you're trying to get at, because I get what
like
you're saying.
Push with other producers.
Yeah,
I like him with Ye, but then I like him without.
I like him with Ye.
Tunes or Ye. I like him when he works with fucking randos and shit. I like him a lot with Timbaland too. He's got a couple joints with Timbaland. I think he should work more with Timbaland.
Right.
Yeah, because Timbaland is more tempo.
But what the fuck were we talking about?
About Ross and the other rappers. Yeah, list.
Ross to me is repetitive, man. He sounds the same. He hasn't changed in over 10 years.
That Ross got songs that will knock in the club, in the whip. He got songs that are coke raps. He got emotional songs. I don't even like you. Yeah. I think you're listening to him with partial ears. You feel me? You're being
no. I think he's not a fan of Ross, so he hears Ross like I would hear Jadakiss.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's cool, no, but it all sounds the same. And to me, Jada never switched his flow, and he's still rhyming like he rhymed on Bad Boy.
Right.
But that's the same way I feel about Pusha.
No,
you know,
and that's
you're entitled to.
We all have those artists that to us they're not as nice as people think, so they sound blah.
I think Pusha's been able to change and sound fresh. Like keep up with today, man, and still sound like he belongs in today.
I dig it.
I don't know.
But to go back to the list, Jada, wait, let me write this down. Right, so Jada, Jay-Z. I cannot agree with.
Better coke rapper, okay.
Jadakiss in terms of coke raps.
Jeezy and Conway. Let's start with Jada. You're saying he's better, right? All these guys are better than Pusha.
Yeah, that's what.
All right. Yeah, better.
So let's go one by one.
I put it in better coke rap.
In coke rap.
The majority of the list is better in terms of rapping, in my opinion. But like we know Jeezy's not a better rapper, but I'd rather listen to Jeezy than I'd rather listen to Pusha. You feel me? There's a difference.
See, but I think I'm limiting it to coke rap. So
yeah. So we'll do that.
So Jada to me his coke raps are not on Pusha's coke rap level. Jada is to me simplistic. So his coke raps are like
ABC-ish.
Yeah,
Mother
sold
Goose,
the coke
Dr.
and it was the color of fucking mayonnaise, whatever. This is gonna be predictable.
Ooh.
You know who? All right, let's go through the list first. Then I'm gonna tell you who.
I'll tell you who y'all missing, and is the godfather of coke rap.
Kool G Rap.
Exactly.
Kool G Rap.
That's who y'all missing.
But you can't put Kool G Rap in this conversation. I mean, you can even say the same thing about Jigga. You can't put him in this conversation. But again, this was just off the vert. Like you just asked me, and I answered in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I was surprised you didn't say Rick Ross.
Right.
And I think Rick Ross, in my brain, would be a better fit than Fab.
Yeah, Ross didn't come to mind, but yeah, I absolutely agree.
But I do love the Jay pick. I like when Jay does coke rap.
He's done it.
Yeah. I do love the Jeezy pick. Yeah. I wouldn't say he's better, but I like the coke. Jeezy makes you feel like you go buy a brick and come on.
You listen to Thug Motivation and you swear that you a fucking hustler, bro. Yeah. Word up.
Conway is a surprise pick, in my opinion.
Nah, he raps a lot about coke.
I don't
and dog food.
A lot of
and all that shit.
Conway.
Hell yeah.
Conway can rap though, so I think he might be like a better overall rapper than Push.
Conway, yeah.
He got bars.
And I don't know, and Push might, in my opinion, again, Push might get him on the.
Nah, but Push, I think Push got like double and triple entendres, man. He's dope, man.
He does.
You know who I think is better than Push?
Who?
Malice.
Yeah.
And I've always thought
absolutely.
I'm gonna have to I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna fucking agree with you, bro.
I've always thought Malice was the better.
Whenever Malice gets on a song,
it's crazier now because he's not a rapper or he's retired.
He still does
he's a
it
Christian.
though.
No, that's what makes it even doper because now you're looking forward to it. And then B, that motherfucker always delivers.
Yes. I'll tell you like this.
Yo, Blood, go listen to the last song on the album and you know,
I pray for you.
Be look out for the Malice verse because that motherfucker got a great voice, like great delivery, flow, and then he says shit. And now he's super Christian, so he mixes in the Christianity in the bars, but it's still
he don't curse.
It's still coke bars because he's still talking about coke.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But, I thought it was dope that they even put him on the album. You know, that shit is fire.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now there's talks of a new Clips album. I would like to hear the new Clips album. I kind of want to hear the juxtaposition of Christian Malice and
versus
not demonic in the in the sense of
but
he's a
at
devil
least
worshiper.
versus in
but just coke rap.
like bad,
pushes worldly, life
and them, if they could in rap form talk the differences and shit, because Push has spoken about it before in his music.
You know what that's called?
What's that?
Dichotomy.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think it'll be dope. I just don't want to hear them over those funky fucking Neptunes beats, bro. I hate when Neptunes get on they weirdo shit.
Which Neptune song didn't you like on this?
I would have to listen to it because I don't know them by name.
Yeah.
But
which one was it though?
Two. I don't know. I don't know them by name. But there's one or two that I was like.
I'll be honest. I didn't. One of my least favorite songs. Definitely my least favorite song is "Scrape It Off."
See, I don't even know what that is. But
that's the one with Lil Uzi Vert.
I don't like Lil Uzi Vert. I don't like Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, that's my least favorite song, bro. Like every time it comes on, you know what? I would leave it on if it started differently, but it starts terribly, and I don't like it.
I could dig it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I also don't like about the whole Pusha personality is the fact that those are not even his experiences. Like, he's rapping off of his man's experiences. You feel me? That dude, Anthony Gonzalez, which was his manager and shit. Like, he's not even a real coke pusher. You feel me? So for him to be like, oh, a coke rapper, that shit don't even make sense to me. Because at least, it's just like...
But neither was Ross, fool.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You don't know what Ross did or didn't do just because he was a CO. But this has already been, revealed that Pusha didn't sell no... He was not even a real pusher. So his whole personality is fake. You feel me?
What if what was revealed with the purpose of throwing any possible detection off? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's possible.
Because I don't know. I don't know.
It's possible.
That's the shit with these rappers, bro. With Ross, I don't know one way or the other was true or not. With Push, I don't know one way or the other was true or not. I've heard the same things you've heard, Blood, that, it was really this guy or whatever.
Well, he mentions it in one of the songs.
But he also mentions,
talks about DJ Vlad.
Yeah. That's on this on this album. But on previous albums, he mentioned when Tony got busted, that he found the cell phone and he was calling everybody. Yeah. So, I don't know one way or the other, so I try not to let hearsay dictate my judgment too much. Right. Because they say the same thing about Jeezy, that he wasn't as big as he claims to have been. But then when you go back and look at old videos from that time, he was in the Lambos and he was iced out.
He was doing it.
So it's 6ix9ine.
Supposedly he was there with Big Meech.
Exactly.
Originally, yeah. So even a little bit of credibility goes a long way. But like you said, like with Rick Ross, for example, he was a CEO or whatever, but there's files on him. Like, I know when I first got out here in Florida, there's some shit that went down with the editor for Don Diva that he got bodied, and they claimed that it was like somebody that was down with Rick Ross's camp. So
that's what I mean. The shit that we would use to verify their characters is shit that really we shouldn't fucking know about if their character is true.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're really gangster as fuck, we shouldn't even know how gangster they are.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
So I think we'll never know who's real and who's fake.
Right. I agree. But I just mean, to me, I think that takes away. All right, let forget about whether he's real or he's not. His whole shit is just he's Pusha T, right? But damn, nigga, you gotta break out the box. Like, you just a coke rapper. Like, at least Jeezy got other songs. Yeah, Kid got other type of songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's why I like the My Name Is My Name album so much, because I felt that on that album he actually did try to go outside the box and do girl songs or more radio friendly songs or this song has this theme. And even a song like Snitch, it had a very specific theme.
Yeah.
Although it was coke rap, it had to do with that.
Nah, yeah.
You know,
with
that aspect of it.
That
Yeah.
subject. Yeah. I felt that about Daytona. I thought Daytona, he kind of took us for a spin. It wasn't just
true indeed.
coke rap the whole album. You feel me? But and I really like the beats. I thought it was a real tight album. But I don't even think he got any classic tracks, in my opinion.
Well, Grinding got to be a classic.
Yeah, but that's not even Pusha T. That's the clips.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Still.
Solo.
Because it's the same thing with Jadakiss. Like, you know, Jadakiss.
Well, I think Jadakiss has more classic solo songs than Push.
Yeah. Yeah. Way more.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, knock yourself out, I guess.
Yeah, we gonna make it.
We gonna make
Why?
it.
You know,
why? I don't hold why.
Yo, this guy
loves why.
Why is classic, bro? That's
I don't hold
classic
the classic.
ass song.
I think that fucking song is pretty trash.
Why? My man.
Because I felt it was
like a reach at
I felt it was an intentional reach to crossover, so I didn't like it. But
it's still a good song.
I'll always like when Jada pops up on an R&B song.
Yep, that
I love. I don't think Push could do that.
I think he can.
I think he could if he wanted to, but he doesn't.
I like that Push did the Arby's diss song to McDonald's.
That shit was fire. You heard that shit? That shit was fire. Considering that it's a fucking a fast food chain diss song, it's fucking fire.
He ripped it.
Yo, he killed that shit, yo.
That's one thing I like about Push, that he does these deals that we don't necessarily know about right away. Like, I didn't, you know, he wrote the McDonald's "We're Loving It" bada shit. Like, yo, that should have been a multi-million-dollar deal for him. They played him with the payment. And that's why he actually went to Arby's and did the diss song.
You know how much you got for that McDonald's shit?
50,000 or 500,000?
500.
Like that? Considering it played for 20 years.
Considering it made them fucking billions.
Yeah, you would think, damn, let me at least bless them.
But that's just like the Nike swoosh. You know how much they paid the lady for that designed the Nike swoosh?
$250.
Negative.
500. I don't fucking know.
$75.
Damn, that's dirty.
And it was because she won a contest. Like, it was, they picked the swoosh out of everybody that else submitted that shit, and they notified her that she won. Here's your fucking check for $75 or $65, something like that.
But that was also a long time ago, so that might have been.
I'll be honest, they did do her right though. They did. Nike did. They came back and they gave her stock.
See.
You know
okay.
You know.
All right. Well, there you go.
They gave her a big chunk of stock.
Well, there you go. When you come back and you show love, and respect,
that's fair.
I'll take that.
Yeah. McDonald's never did that for Push, so fuck.
Negative.
Fuck McDonald's.
Fuck Wack Arnold's.
Shout out to Arby's.
Shouts to their food looks amazing in commercials.
But this shit is whack when you buy it.
When I was in the Army, I ate Arby's. It was alright.
I had Arby's once and it was good.
Arby's whack as fuck. I'm gonna be honest.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't rush.
I like their curly fries. That's it.
At least, right? The curly fries. And I feel like they had some dessert that was mad banging, but I don't remember.
Yeah, damn, I don't remember.
Like
I don't
apple
know.
pie or something. I don't know.
Apple pie.
I know that every time I go, I'm like, fuck Arby's, man. These niggas, man. This shit don't look like the commercial.
Only on the Great American Hip Hop Debate do you get Arby's slander.
Fast food topics.
But to bring the topic back around to
who's the best coke rapper ever?
Oof.
Pusha T. No.
JP.
Nah, in my opinion, I would have to say the guy that started it all, because I think he could still do it and do it at a high level.
Cool.
It wouldn't be, I'll be honest, it'll be just like Pusha though. It wouldn't be commercially successful, but it would be, first of all, lyrically, and secondly, like the culture will accept it. The culture will fuck with it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it'll still be done at a high level. It won't be on some lazy shit. That's what I believe. I still believe.
I think the greatest coke rapper of all time is Jigga, because he's arguably the best rapper of all time, period.
Yeah,
so just the fact that he's also a coke rapper, puts him in that hierarchy.
Okay. I could dig it.
Jay-Z's dope. He's got some dope fucking...
Well, Reasonable Doubt was a coke album.
Basically.
The whole album.
And then he transcended beyond coke.
And Volume 1,
which is what I think Pusha T has failed at, transcending the coke rap and, becoming bigger than that. Like, like on a street level, you can't sell coke forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you gotta take your profits and invest in something legal and build an empire.
Maybe that'll be the second part of his career.
He's 40-something years old. How many?
He is in the
I'm
second
joking.
part
That's
of
why I
his
said that.
career.
That's why I said that.
But I still love Push. I'm not trying to.
Nah, I
shit on
fucks with Push. I still fuck with him.
him. I think it's a
dope.
good album.
I really fuck with this album.
I think he's got a consistent career of dropping dope albums.
Yes.
The
I would
one
agree.
album that we didn't talk about, what the fuck is it called? Dark Nights or some shit? Or, damn, what's the one album, bro?
I got you
'Cause
right.
there's an
man.
album that dropped between that we didn't speak about.
Oh.
The one that got more famous than Rich.
Yeah.
Dark is Before Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Why doesn't that album get talked about? I think that's a pretty dope.
That was a
fucking
pretty dope album too. Word. That was a dope album.
I want to see what it has on it. Where's this thing?
But fucking,
Dark
I
is
don't know. I
Before
think they
Dawn.
between.
See, it's
these-
got Untouchable,
Yeah.
which is a Timbaland produced song that's super dope.
Uh-huh.
More famous than Rich, which is featuring The Dream, which I think is super dope.
Mhm.
Crutches, Crosses, and Caskets, I think is dope. MPA, I think is dope with Kanye and ASAP.
Mhm.
Oh shit, he's got Kalani on there, which is dope. Shout out to Kalani. 10 songs, produced various. This I gotta listen to this album more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely gotta listen to this album more. It's got songs I like. And it's slept on in the discography. It doesn't get spoken about at all.
It doesn't.
That's fucked up.
It does not. But it's still a dope album. And fucking
What would
Pusha
you give
T-
it, Mike wise?
That one?
This new one,
This new one?
this one now. It's
Four
almost dry.
4.5 because it gets a skip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That one
Blood,
song.
you didn't hear enough to rate it.
I didn't hear enough, but maybe 3.5 so far.
That's cool. See, that's about right because I'm right in the middle, like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
No, it's not. It's not.
It doesn't necessarily have a skip right now because it's still so new.
Right.
But probably I'll start skipping some shit.
No, I'm
Because
telling you.
I don't hate Pusha T, but I just, like I said, I think he's overrated just because he doesn't break out of the box, and even the coke songs that he got that are like you consider, oh, you know, this is this high end stuff. I'll be like, okay, so what? You know, I gotta get a feeling from a song or you know, or an album.
Yeah.
You know, Rick Ross gives me that feeling. Jeezy
I was
gives
just
me
thinking
that
the
feeling.
same thing, yo. Ross, like with a Maybach music, the songs, not the label.
Nigga.
Them shits used to make you feel like, yo, I need to fucking go make money and get me a Maybach and have a driver and fucking cruise me around. Nigga.
Yeah.
Word, let me call my fucking
Those-
plug right now.
Those
For
Justice,
real, let
those
me get
Justice
that-
League beats, man.
That harak ounce and start slinging it.
I'll be the Tony Montana of Haraka weed.
I'm gonna make a new genre, harak raps.
Be the Dusty rapper.
Word up.
Shit. There's a lot of them.
Oh,
Yo.
man, well, straight up.
Yo, but Justice League though, they had that sound though. They honestly, it was a lot them.
I agree.
I don't think I don't think it would have
absolutely.
been as opulent and dope had it been somebody else.
Nobody
Yeah,
else
they
could do
contribute.
it like
Yeah, they
them.
contribute a lot to each other.
Right.
Yeah,
That might have been what
they
Push
work.
was missing because the Neptunes
Exactly.
don't give that vibe. They give this fucking weirdo ass nerd vibe, B.
They're dope though. They're
That's
dope.
why it don't mix with Push.
Nah, they're dope
bro.
though. They're dope.
It's
They're
dope because he could rap and the beats
Yeah.
be dope, but they don't belong together.
It's not the marriage is
So
not
you didn't
as
like
good.
Snitch. You didn't like Snitch. The beef
No,
for Snitch.
once in a while you're gonna get it right because I also like Pain.
Yes.
And it's a dope song. And all right, you know, if you fucking make 30 songs with a nigga, probably 2 or 3 is gonna come out proper. But for the most part, even on the Clips albums, a lot of it was like
Oh, a lot of them shits where you could tell that a lot of them were like beats
weirdo
that were
shits,
throwaway
bro.
beats that other artists didn't like and shit. And they were like, yo, here, take these.
shout out
Yo,
to the
but
Clips
even-
though. My bad, blood, but shout out to the Clips
Yeah.
real quick because I remember their first video, The Funeral, playing before they had an album out, before they dropped their first album. Before
That's
Kanye and all
throwback.
that shit. And yo, I remember watching that shit like, yo, this is different.
Yeah.
And it's dope. And that was a dope Neptune beat. And the video was dope. And it all connected.
Yeah.
and somewhere along the line,
it got blurred.
That's my
Blurred
opinion.
lines.
But shout out to Pusha T. Shout out to Pharrell. Shout out to Kanye. Dope project. Could have been better, but.
And you know what's crazy too is that you could tell who's who on the beats when they come on. Like you can tell it's Kanye.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can tell it's
Yeah.
and you can tell it's the Neptune.
Well, they're so different again.
Yeah, the
That's
contrast.
why I like
Daytona.
My Name
better?
Is My Name.
Oh.
Because although it just was more, and I hate to say cohesive, but it just flowed better together. Where these you'll be like, all right, this is a dope Ye song, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, what the fuck is this spacey ass?
What happened? Yep.
Alien beat right here with
Nah.
Pharrell singing his. Yo, hot take. Pharrell can't fucking sing, yo. Damn, I don't know what the fuck people hear that I don't hear, but this
But that's the
motherfucker
way
can't
it's
sing,
been,
bro.
fam. It's been that way for how long?
Sick of niggas that can't sing singing. I could sing.
Fam, that is 98% of hip hop
Music.
or popular culture right
why
now
I hate
is
music.
people
I
that
think-
cannot
I
sing,
think-
sing.
I
Okay.
think Jay-Z sounds better on a Pharrell beat than Pusha.
I
You
think
know what I'm
Jay-Z
saying?
picks better Pharrell beats.
Exactly, because he knows I'm not gonna go crazy on this one. I'm gonna rap about a chick, or
And
I'ma
it don't
rap
be a
about
crazy
this.
ass beat.
Yeah,
Like I
exactly.
think sometimes Push either picks a beat that's just weird or Pharrell makes him rap on a beat that's just weird.
He got that Nas shit where he's like, I'm gonna make the track hot with my lyrics. Like, nah, fam, you need to
That don't
fucking.
always work.
If the song is not hitting, put that shit, scratch that shit off the album. Fuck out of here.
The song you opened with is my favorite song on the album.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
song on the album.
And
That shit don't even
that's
got
a
a drum
fire
pattern.
sample. Yeah, it don't even have
I
drums.
fuck with it though.
It's a
That's
fire
my-
sample though.
Yeah, I fuck with the whole song, everything
yeah,
about
yeah.
his lyrics, the beat, everything. I fuck with the whole
What's
shit.
the name of that
I
one?
agree.
Uh,
Just So You Remember?
Yeah,
Or So You Remember?
So you remember.
So you remember? I like Diet Coke, even though that's
I
like
like
a
Diet Coke. I just hate that they let the vocal sample play through the verses.
Oh,
They
the
should've
crack.
cut them, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also hate that it starts with that fucking
Oh,
Fat Joe
Oh, today's
saying
prices.
that is stupid as
Yeah,
fuck. And
yeah.
people took it and ran with it like if it was Nostradamus genius level.
That's today though, fam.
That shit is
That is
corny,
today.
bro. That shit is corny.
You're looking at it from just the fact that it's Fat Joe saying it, but
Yeah.
it's just the whole everything. That was when Jada Kiss fucking ripped Dipset. So that nigga came and was the next day was like, yo, and you know that's why that saying is so popular. Like people,
Maybe
you know,
I missed it, but it
The
didn't.
context behind it you're talking about.
the context
Yeah,
exactly.
I just think
exactly.
it's corny. And
Yeah, because it's Fat Joe. That's why you think it's corny.
Yes,
Don't
reason
hate on my
number-
man
reason
Joe,
number
man. Put
one,
it down,
yes.
PX, man.
But also, it's the culture of biting that exists today, where anything that gets hot, everybody's doing it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, that's the
man,
way it
Everybody's
is.
saying it. Everybody's
the viral
using it.
sensation.
But exactly,
Yeah.
but it's viral, but it disappears within a week. Nobody remembers that shit.
That one lasted, and I
one
fucking
lasted-
hate it.
No, that one lasted because of this song.
No, this song ain't popular enough.
Nah,
it lasted
of the
because
saying.
niggas are
It
fucking
lasted 'cause
corny,
of the
bro.
saying. Nah, it lasted because it's a good saying, bro. It's funny.
No, you know what's a good saying? At the end of the day gotta end.
Ooh,
I like
deep.
That's side. Side.
Deep. You got real deep on that one. You got deep as a puddle on that one.
Deep as the
nah, I like
abyss.
You scraping the bottom
I
of the
like
ocean
the
with that
two
one.
Kanye
No.
tracks on the album, the Dreaming of the Past
Uh-huh.
and Rock and Roll, the one with Kid Cudi.
Rock and roll is cool, man.
Rock and
Fuck
roll
Kid
was
Cudi.
cool. Like I said, my favorite is So You Remember. That shit is fire. That's my favorite track on the album. That and Pray For You at the end is dope.
Pray for you, yeah. I just like how Malice comes in, bro.
Yeah.
Great voice. Shout out to Malice.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
thought y'all niggas gonna say Neck and Wrist, and I don't even really like that song.
Neck and Wrist is cool.
I prefer Drug Dealers Anonymous by like 1,000%.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
True,
I don't
dude.
think the beat for Neck and Wrist is all that.
That's a Neptune.
neither.
That's Neptune.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think the beat is
Who
trash.
did Drug Dealers Anonymous? I think
Timberland. It was Timberland.
It was Timberland.
It was Timberland.
See,
Yeah.
yo,
There you
push.
go.
Yeah.
Work with Timberland, bro. Make
Gotta go with
make
Timbo.
an EP with Timberland because he got that one. He got Untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Tim do Exodus?
He might have.
Like, yo,
He
that's
really
3
caters to his
fire
style.
fucking songs. Yeah, bro.
He caters to his style.
He
That
might have, yeah.
fast, 1,000-bar rap.
And for some reason, Push doesn't get 10 beats that sound like Timbaland.
True.
You know what I'm saying? He gets a version of Tim that is like
that Drug Dealers Anonymous. You couldn't really tell it was
and
Tim.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
You hear that and you're not like, oh, that's Tim.
Right.
He gets a dope version of Tim. I think Pusha
Yeah.
T, call me. I'll put you on, bro. I'll plug you in with my boy Tim, bro.
You a fool.
I'll Puff Daddy the whole next album. I'll be all in the video, dancing.
Nah, yeah, but definitely
shit.
So You Remember.
I'll sniff some coke in the video if you want.
What the fuck is going on here?
Gotta take one for the team, bro. We gonna blow up one way or another.
Chi-Chi.
Yo, Scarface. No
Fake
doubt.
coke, fake coke.
Diet Coke.
I'm super anti coke, bro.
Phony Montana over here.
Phony Montana.
Word up. I think that's it, y'all. It's been fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout
Again,
to Push.
I'm not hating on Pusha. I just think he's a little overrated. And
but hate,
step
but he
the
is
game
good
up.
for you, man. Hate is healthy, bro. People
True.
think hate is
Yeah.
unhealthy. It's unhealthy to hate and not express it. Then you're carrying the hate around inside of you, and like it's like
I
bacteria.
just don't like-
It can grow and mold.
And
I don't like to hate just to hate though, and also I don't like to hate on people that actually have accomplished shit that's dope.
True.
Just like Pusha, you feel me? So I'm not gonna be one to be like, yo, nah, fuck that nigga, he whack. I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't like certain things that he
Man,
does.
you're missing the
But
point of
at the,
hate, bro.
but at the
Fuck
same
that.
time,
But I'm not a hater.
but at the same time, yes, you may not be a hater, but at the same time, to elaborate on Burnz' point, it's good to hate
And it's
because it's good to feel something, and it's good to know that you can feel something because somebody made you feel it that way. You hate they shit.
And it's good to shit on people.
Yeah.
There you go, shit on people.
Like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has accomplished a lot of shit.
True.
Fuck Lil Wayne. He fucking sucks, bro.
There you go. That's
See, you're
that's-
ODing right there.
No,
You're
no,
ODing
no,
'cause he
I'm-
doesn't
no.
suck.
because
To me, he does.
He acknowledged the fact that he accomplished shit,
Yeah.
but fuck him anyway because his accomplishments don't mean shit to him.
And to me, he does suck. Like, a lot of his raps are fucking corny, bro.
There
Yeah,
you
but
go.
you see, because the takers are just too outlandish for me right there. He doesn't suck.
But that's why
might
this is
not-
the
he's
fucking
not
Great
the
American
greatest rapper
hip-hop
alive
debate.
Like he claims to be, but he doesn't suck.
Sucks, man. He
All
can't
right,
rap better
so-
than me.
Oh, challenge.
This fool don't support me against nobody.
I don't know.
Is that? Come on,
I
man.
think I'll be honest. I think you could rap better than Rick Ross.
Thank you.
Because I don't
Oh,
fucking.
you fucking up.
You said thank you for.
You
I agree,
fucking
I
up,
agree.
Hog.
I could
I
rap
don't
better than Rick
understand how
Ross.
you cannot like
Rick
Ross.
Ross,
dog.
the big boss.
Oh.
If I get a salad, I get it.
Hey.
On that note, we're out of here.
Song of the week. Let's go.
Fuck.
Y'all got any sign on?
Go ahead, Blood.
I gotta go back. I gotta get my rapping notebook, bro. I got my writing notebook right now. I gotta go back and get my.
Oh shit.
What be in there? Would you be writing in there?
This ain't it. This is the pod notebook.
Oh my god.
I got my bars notebook, but every time I write in it, it goes on fire. So I gotta replace
No doubt.
Yo, we were all mad quiet from
it. Y'all ain't
that,
hear about that fire in North Bergen the other day? 7 school buses was on fire. or
Yeah,
7
I heard
buses?
about that shit. What happened?
I was freestyling on one of them. Should just call fire, bro.
You was on the short bus?
That's it.
Yeah, word. I got the fire bars. Check it out.
Natural combustion, bro.
Sucker.
Nigga's head popped off from rapping.
I spit yoga
Oh,
flame,
shit.
B.
Yoga
Homie
flame.
douse 'em. Anyway,
man.
y'all got sign-offs, Blood?
Buddy.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to all the real coke rappers out there, man. I'm saying from Griselda to the new crack era. Keep doing what the fuck you do, man. We need y'all.
And shout
Rap
out
for
to all the
hip-hop
coke
is
heads
dead.
that keep them in business.
Damn.
What? You got to shout out the customers too.
And most importantly, you, the
The
customer.
customer, exactly.
Word up.
Oh man.
Brother VS. Any sign off?
Yes. Shout out the Coke snorters and the sneaker hoarders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pusha T. This album's dope. Shouts to y'all. Shouts to me. And we out.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Always remember, don't abuse drugs. Treat them good.
Oh no!
Happy birthday, twin! Happy
shit.
birthday, Kalani!
Always remember.
I see some shit that says "say no to drugs," and there's like a bag of weed. Like, you should save half of me for later, you know, just in case. Like, no. So smoke the whole shit. Smoke the whole bag. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Enjoy yourself. Don't destroy yourself, people.
Fact.
Right up.
Right. There was another one. What was it? Treat yourself.
Don't cheat yourself. That's right.
Let's fade out with the love song of the week.
What we got?
This is a
Don't
classic
get high on your own
tune.
supply neither.
That too.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Classic tune. We're gonna fade out with 90s joint, reggae joint, house party vibes.
Okay.
As always, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. Brother F got that tuned up. The M Burnz love song of the week for episode 107. Supercat. Dem no worry me. Shout out to all the ladies. Shout out to all the moms and the daughters, the grandmas, the aunties, the thotties, and the side pieces. If you know this, sing along. Finger guns up, finger guns up.
107.
Shout out to the bartenders, the flight attendants, the teachers and the strippers. We love you. This is my music. Shout out to Supercat. Shout out and rest in peace to Heavy D. Woo! Shout out to hashtag iBlame Society. Make sure you're following at GHHD Podcast. We out. Don't worry, man. See, I can sing better than Pharrell, B.
Not for real.
I thought I hung up on you.
Well, love my niggas.
Motherfucker.